Good afternoon. Again, I'm Sarah Quattrocki, and I'm honored to serve the college as the Director of Athletics. What a beautiful day it is to celebrate the ceremonial groundbreaking of the Austin Coleman Piper Memorial Track. I often say that the best 2 days of a student athlete's career at Maryville College is first, the day that they commit to being a student athlete here, and second, the day that they walk across the stage and get their diploma. All the days in between are spent making some of the greatest memories of their life. So, in just a few months behind us, we're going to have another venue where our student athletes are going to make these special moments. Moments of celebration, moments of success, moments of friendship, moments of overcoming, moments of leadership, moments of mentorship, moments of gratitude, and moments of joy. I cannot wait to see this facility filled with our student athletes achieving their goals, celebrating all of their special moments. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Director of Men's and Women's Track, Kunle Lawson, for some comments.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Sarah, for the introduction. Kunle Lawson, the new Director of Track and Field at Maryville College. Track and Field alums, members of the athletic department, and members of the campus community, it's a privilege and an honor to address you this afternoon. As you can see, we're going to be having a groundbreaking on the Cole Piper track facility, and this, for me, it's kind of a dream come true. I've always wanted to be able to lead a facility and lead a team, and to be able to do that at a school that is rebuilding a program that hasn't been around, and starting a women's program from scratch that hasn't existed is a big deal. And I find that to be very, very exciting. Fortunately for you guys, I'm a lot better at coaching than I am at talking, so I'm going to keep this really, really brief. This complex is going to be the culmination of Cole's vision, and it'll be a facility that will honor him and the college, and then make him and his family proud, and the college proud. This state-of-the-art facility will boast an 8-lane track, dual long and triple jump runways, a pole vault, a dual jumping pole vault runway, and a throws facility. The interior of the oval is going to be turf, so the long jump and triple jump runways and the pole vault runway will be adjacent to the track, and the throws facility will be, honestly, if I'm not mistaken, will be just beyond where those cars are, so they'll all be in the same complex. For those of us who've done track and field and have gone to schools where the throws are half a mile away from the track, so nobody sees where the throwers are, can appreciate that having them close to the track is going to be a big deal. As we move into our new conference, the CCS, we look forward to hosting our first outdoor track and field meet next spring, and then hosting the CCS Conference Championship in 2024. So that's also very, very exciting. Like I said, I'm humbled to be able to lead this iteration of track and field at Maryville College, and I look forward to building a program that make those affiliated with the program and the college proud. Thanks for attending this special event at Maryville College. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Kyle Creasy, who is ironically one of the first students I met at Maryville College, who runs cross country, is coming back for a 5th year to be able to run track and field next year.
So like Coach Lawson said, I'm Kyle Creasy. I'm going to be a 5th-year senior here. I just want to thank all of you guys for coming out. This is a great crowd. We've been anticipating this for quite some time, and I really just can't explain the excitement that we have going forward for this. This is a program that's going to be best well ran by our head coach, Coach Lawson, and by Coach Megan. And these two, I think, are the two of the best people that we could have run this program. I can already tell that they're both very bought in, and they're going to do whatever they can to make this program as good as it can be. I also just want to speak of the gratitude that we have as a student body and what's going to be the track team here. This is, like Coach Lawson and like Sarah said, this is going to be a state-of-the-art facility. It's going to be awesome. My runs are going to be coming by here in the next few weeks just to see the progress of all this. I'm just super excited for it. I really can't put it into words. And, it is going to be named after Austin Coleman Piper, known as Cole Piper. And Cole, like they said, was a graduate of 1968. And we know that Cole, for what this is going to be, would have been so happy to see all this. And so we really just want to honor him with this track facility and with this team and just build this program up just as the years go on. I know I'll only be here for 1 year, but I hope to be a great leader and to instill a good culture and good values for this team going forward. And I'm also here to introduce you guys to Cole's brother, Thomas Piper, who is right here. And we're so glad he could be here, and I just want you guys to hear from him now.
Well, good afternoon. I'm glad that the previous speakers have left me some time today, because I have so much to share with you, really about, to give you a little flavor of who Cole was and as a person. So first, I'd like to thank everyone for coming today for what is a glorious day for Maryville College, as well as for the athletes who have interest in participating in a quality track field program. Again, my name is Thomas Piper, and I have the honor of being Cole's brother. On behalf of the Piper family, I want to thank all who are responsible for bestowing this honor of naming the soon-to-be-built new track, the Austin Coleman Piper Memorial Track, in Cole's memory. Normally I wouldn't have to read, but it's sort of emotional for me, and I have a lot to say, so I am reading a lot of this. I especially want to thank Brian Coker for his leadership and vision in making this day possible. I also want to thank the Maryville College Board of Directors for their support in making this happen. Now I want to share with you some of the personal attributes of Cole that some of you may or may not know. This is a list I came up with. By no means is it complete, but this will give you a feel what type of person Cole was. Cole was an extraordinary extrovert, infectious smile and cheerful joy, extremely compassionate, high integrity, very generous of time and finance with his time and finances, always looked for the best in people, strong leadership qualities, not the least bit pretentious, much more comfortable giving to others than receiving. I passed this picture. I don't know if everybody's seen this, but this is a picture of Cole back in the day. And this is what he looked like. So as you can tell, probably by looking at this picture, Cole had no problem in the transition from high school to college. When Cole arrived on campus in the fall of '64, he was ready to go. What was an instant love affair turned into a lifelong love affair. Cole had a love for Maryville College like few others. Some of the things Cole did embrace while I was here was football and track. Now football was interesting. He never played football in high school. Never. And he didn't play his freshman year at Maryville. So his first year putting on a uniform and playing was his sophomore year. So what's scary about that is soon after he started playing, he was a starting guard. So that gives you the indication what kind of program was in place at that time. In 3 years, true story, in 3 years, they won 1 game. So Cole didn't play football really for the win-loss record. He played it for the camaraderie with his team and the building of relationships. That's why he played. Now track was a little bit of a different story. Cole threw the discus in high school, and so he came in with a base of how to compete in the discus. And through the years at Maryville, he got better, and it got to the point of his senior year he broke the school record in the discus. He also ran, for a guy that's 6'1" and 190 pounds, he also ran the 440-yard dash. That's what it was known as back then. And he was fast, and he was fast enough. He usually ran on the relay team. And don't fact check me on this, but I think that team also broke the school record. So once track was over, Cole went on his way, and after about 40 years, that gone by, he decided it was time to make a scrapbook of track and field. And I brought the scrapbook that he did, and what he did, he went over to the library. He went through 4 years of the newspaper, the Hot and Echo. He went through the 4 years of the yearbooks. He took pictures. He pasted them and created this scrapbook. And the interesting thing about this scrapbook, to me, is in this scrapbook, if you look, there's not one picture of Cole, not one recap of a track meet. This scrapbook was about me when I ran at Maryville College. So that's Cole. He always wanted to do something from somebody else. And he knew that it would be touching for me, but also after 40 years, quite humorous that he's doing it. So what would Cole think of track being reintroduced after 43 years absence? He would be thrilled. He would be excited that the women's program would compete along with the men's program. He would be pleased that the program would be led by a highly qualified head coach and athletic director. And as far as the track being in his name, and Brian could probably attest to this, his initial reaction would be, he would be mildly embarrassed. And he'd find a way to say, you know, I really appreciate it, thank you so much, but please don't do it, don't do it. But once he realized that this is a way the college wanted to honor him, once he realized that his family, Sue and Caroline and Jackie and Amy and Austin, would be so proud of him, once he realized his brother was in awe of this honor, that's when Cole would really be felt humbled and would fully embrace it. So I would like to end here. I'm sure a lot of you know who Lee Corso is. And Lee Corso of College Day says, when you die, you leave pieces of yourself, not just money. It's about leaving pieces of yourself all around your community. Cole impacted so many people during his lifetime in many places. To me, it is clear that the naming the track after Cole is the college recognizing with much appreciation that Cole left pieces of himself all across the campus of his beloved Maryville College. Leaving pieces of himself behind, and what that means will be part of the legacy of Cole Piper. Thanks for listening. Go Scots. I don't have to introduce Brian, I don't think.
Tom, thank you. That was beautiful. That was beautiful, and I think I'm proud to say I truly feel there's always a piece of Cole with me here leading the college each and every day. Good afternoon, everyone. Come on. All right, okay, there we go. Welcome here to Maryville College, and most importantly, welcome to the site of the future Austin Coleman Piper Memorial Track. I'm pleased to be speaking with you as the college's president and as the president of the college's soon-to-be new athletic conference, the Collegiate Conference of the South. We're currently in the process of forming this new conference with a few other colleges, and we're really excited about everything that lies ahead, as you heard from Coach Lawson. I want to take this opportunity to recognize some of our special guests who are with us today. Barry Brook from Lawler Wood is with us. Barry helps us with a multitude of projects on campus. Also, Chris Sora from C2RL Engineering. All right. Chris likewise helps us with so many things. Steve Hall from Massey Electric. Steve, thank you for being here. And Steve Garner from Blunt Excavating. Thank you for being here, Steve. I want to introduce some folks who are dear to me, members of the Piper family. Sue, Cole's wife, is here. Sue, so glad to have you here with us today. And I think you know everything that you and your family mean to Maryville College. If you don't, let me remind you. It's a lot, okay? Caroline Piper, Cole's daughter, and her fiance, Jake Flaherty, are with us today. There's a wedding coming up, I hear, sometime in May, right? Yeah, okay. You've heard from Tom just a moment ago. We have Sally Piper, Sally is here. Thank you for being here, Sally. Suzanne Piper. Suzanne, great to have you. Frank Smith. Here, Frank, great to have you here. And anyone I've left out, my apologies, okay? If you've heard me speak about Cole Piper before, and many of you have, I think it was the third speech I gave after his passing where maybe finally I didn't cry. You know how much Cole meant to me, and you know how much he meant to this college, and you all know how much we miss Cole. As the board chair and president, that was our relationship. Cole and I spoke quite often. As Sue knows, some weeks we spoke every day, maybe more than once a day. And my very last conversation with Cole was one in which, this is the honest truth, it was the one in which he and I agreed that we needed to build a new track here on campus. So needless to say, I'm so proud and I'm just so grateful to be standing here today for this specific occasion. I want to thank some of our college leaders who are present today, members of our board of directors, specifically our board chair, Mike Davis. Mike, where are you? Right there. Mike Davis, who graciously assumed the position of chair of the board after his friend Cole's passing. And I can tell you he's doing an incredible job. He is attentive, he is supportive, and I know Cole would be proud and quite grateful to Mike. Also, we have our vice chair of the board and alumna who served right beside Cole, Diane Humphreys Barlow. Diane, thankful for your leadership. Thankful for all the other members of our board who are here today, and to all of my colleagues here who work at the college. Seen a lot of our coaches here. I know we got a number of our vice presidents. We are all so excited about this opportunity to honor Cole's legacy and service. As you know, I have talked a lot, to say the least, about taking advantage of our opportune location here at the college. Have any of you heard that before, perhaps? And you can see with the Jeff Ingles laughing. Yeah, he might hear it a few times a day. All of you know that with the addition of this new facility, we are doing just that, taking advantage of our location. Can you imagine a more beautiful place to run and play right here next to our beloved college woods? And if you go up on that hill a little bit, with an incredible view of the Great Smoky Mountains. Coach Lawson told you a good bit about this facility. It's a quarter-mile track. We're going to have field events. They're going to take place right over there, right? Okay. And then in the center, as you've heard, we're going to have artificial turf, which will be lined for both soccer and lacrosse. Am I right, Barry? Yep, good. I'm paying attention in the meetings. The field and track will be lighted. I know we've had a lot of questions about that, so that they can be utilized at all hours by our student athletes. This facility will be one of the very best, or is it going to be the best? It's going to be the best, right?
It'll be the best one in Eastern Tennessee.
Okay, that's right. And it's going to help set the standard for another complex that we are working on the fundraising for. It's going to be the Lower Fields Complex. Sarah, that's going to be right over there. Yep. Okay. Which is going to include locker rooms, team rooms, concessions, and restrooms for soccer, tennis, track and field, and cross country. That's next on the to-do list, okay? With the addition of men's and women's track and field, we will have 16 varsity sports teams available. Is that right, Sarah? All right. For the students, we're excited about the opportunity to recruit more students to participate in track and field, while providing another opportunity for many of our current student athletes as well. Many of you know we've heard of so much interest from current athletes also. I know that coaches Lawson and Tomasovich, did I have that right? Tomasovich, I was close, are doing an amazing job, and we're incredibly fortunate to have them with us. Gifts already made to the college in memory of Cole have been earmarked for this facility, and additional fundraising for the track facility will be coordinated through our advancement office. Susie Booker, where are you? Susie's equipped to take donations today. If any of you have not done so, that's not in the script, but I'm going to say it. But we look forward to sharing these recognition opportunities in the coming week, especially around equipment needs for the track team. Speaking of recognition, we are particularly grateful to the exceptional group of former Profits associates who have contributed a substantial gift to honor Cole. We will be working with them to honor Cole and their gift for this project in a meaningful way. Once again, I could not be any happier to be honoring the legacy of Cole Piper by bringing back a sport which meant so much to him and constructing a new facility in which all of this can happen. It is so fitting and appropriate to have this facility and his name together. At this time, I want to invite Caroline, Sue, and Tom all to come forward and to take a picture to capture this important moment of the official groundbreaking for the Austin Coleman Piper Memorial Track at Maryville College. Thank you all so much. All right.